And now for our next news special report.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for a report that's turning heads and leaving jaws dropped. At the World Economic Forum, J.P. Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon delivered a statement that defied expectations. He boldly asserted that the former President Donald Trump wasn't wrong on vital issues our nation faces today. So imagine the scene, reporters gasping live on air as Dimon defended the MAGA movement and criticized President Biden's treatment of 75 million Americans. It's a moment that demands your attention. In a world teetering on the edge of economic collapse with rising inflation and a faltering economy, Dimon's words couldn't be timelier. But what exactly did he say, and why is it sending shockwaves throughout the nation? Stay with us as we unravel Dimon's stunning endorsement and reveal why it's a wake-up call America can't afford to ignore. And don't miss my final thought on this matter. It's an insight that'll leave you thinking long after this report ends. Now, before we dive into the heart of this special report, a quick note from our sponsors who make this in-depth coverage possible. Gold has surged past $2,000 an ounce, and with wars in Israel and Ukraine and rate cuts on the table, the value of gold is soaring. Just look at history. In the 70s, during the Iran hostage crisis, Middle East conflicts, and stagflation, gold skyrocketed from $158 per ounce to a staggering $850 per ounce in 1980. Well, today, with the national debt reaching unprecedented heights, there's a direct correlation between the national debt and the price of gold. As Trump warned, the U.S. dollar could no longer be the world standard and would be our greatest defeat in 200 years, and that's where the Patriot Gold Group comes in. The number's on the screen. Give them a call, 888-857-9437. Call them today and mention Next News for best-in-class service from Patriots protecting Patriots. They offer the no-fee-for-life IRA, allowing your IRA or 401k to be in physical gold and silver. Act now before it's too late. That number, 888-857-9437. Get your free investor guide and secure your financial future. Now, in a world where partisan politics often overshadow meaningful discourse, J.P. Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon's recent interview has thrown in a curveball that left even seasoned reporters in disbelief. So let's delve into the heart of this stunning revelation. We witnessed Jamie Dimon dropping a bombshell stating that former President Trump wasn't wrong about several crucial issues, including NATO, immigration. Now, his candid admission that Trump has had his finger on the pulse of some significant matters left many gobsmacked. Watch this.
We've got this great hand, but when people say MAGA, they're actually looking at people voting for Trump, and they think they're voting, and they're basically scapegoating them, that you are like him. But I don't think they're voting for Trump because of his family values. And if you look, just take a step back, be honest. He was kind of right about NATO, kind of right about immigration. Mm-hmm. He grew the economy quite well.
China virus.
Tax reform worked. Mm-hmm. He was right about some of China. I don't like what he did.
No, I said China virus.
Yeah, I understand. He may have been right. And I don't like how he said things about Mexico. I don't like, but he wasn't wrong about some of these critical issues. And that's why they're voting for him. And I think people should be a little more respectful of our fellow citizens. And when you guys have people up here, you should always ask the why. Not like it's a binary thing. You're supporting Trump, you're not supporting Trump. Why are you supporting Trump?
It's hard to hate 75 million of your fellow Americans. And
I agree.
It's done crazy.
And, the Democrats have done a pretty good job with the deplorables, hugging onto their Bibles and their beer and their guns. I mean, really? Like, could we just stop that stuff and actually grow up and treat other people with respect and listen to them a little bit? And I do think the economy will affect. And I think this negative talk about MAGA is going to hurt Biden's election campaign.
Yeah. Wow. That was so refreshing to see on CNBC of all places. And what you just saw, a top-tier banker acknowledging the merits of Trump's policies, which, as we all remember, stirred quite the controversy during his tenure. But let's not jump to conclusions just yet. We'll analyze the implications shortly. Next, we see Vivek Ramaswamy, a newcomer in the political arena, already making waves within Trump's policy agenda. Now, this fresh perspective on Trump's legacy is intriguing, and it prompts us to consider what Vivek's influence might mean for the future of American politics. Listen to this.
So we talked about a number of issues backstage, which I've actually championed in this race that I do think would be beneficial to the America First movement for President Trump to take on. And I think he was very amenable to many of them. Opposition to a central bank digital currency.
And tonight I'm also making another promise to protect Americans from government tyranny. As your president, I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency. Do you know about that?
So it's interesting to note that I think this is the first time I've actually heard President Trump reference CBDCs. And that, no doubt, is because, as you just saw, Vivek revealed what was being discussed behind the scenes. So this is an important point that needs to be brought to the foreground. And clearly Vivek is having some influence there. Now, there is more to uncover, so let's hold our horses and dissect these clips in a moment. Trump himself reiterates the need for strong protections against banks and regulators attempting to influence or debank individuals based on their political beliefs. It's a reminder of the bold stance that Trump took during his presidency, and it's evident that this sentiment continues to resonate with certain individuals like Jamie Dimon. Watch.
But we're also going to place strong protections to stop banks and regulators from trying to debank you from your political beliefs, what they do. They want to debank you, and we're going to debank. Think of this. They want to take away your rights. They want to take away your country. The things you're doing, all electric cars, give me a break. If you want an electric car, good. But they don't go far. They're very expensive. They're going to be made in China. That's why I think I'm going to get the auto workers to vote for Trump. We're having great talks. But think of what they want to do. They want to take away your rights upon taking.
Now, I think that specific soundbite could have been influenced by Laura Loomer. I know that she was in attendance there. There were some photographs that she was publishing with Donald Trump on Twitter, and she has been one of the biggest victims of debanking. She's been canceled from Uber. She can't even order a sandwich from Uber Eats. All right? So we've got Trump now talking about the debanking of people and CBDCs. This is a new development, in my opinion, because, I've been covering this for how long, and I don't think I've ever heard him make reference to these points. So this is clearly a new talking point, a new direction, no doubt at the influence of Vivek Ramaswamy and perhaps even Laura Loomer. So let's break it down. Jamie Dimon's acknowledgement of Trump's correctness on critical issues. It signifies a profound shift in the narrative surrounding Trump's presidency. We've heard countless debates and discussions, but it's rare to see a figure like Dimon, of his stature, openly concede these points on CNBC of all places. Now, this revelation challenges the conventional wisdom and forces us to reevaluate Trump's policies from a new perspective. Vivek's impact on Trump's policy agenda hints at a changing landscape in American politics, or at least for the Trump talking points. It's a glimpse into the evolving dynamics that may shape future policies. So could Vivek's influence bring about a re-examination of Trump's legacy, leading to fresh approaches in addressing key issues? I think so. And Trump's emphasis on protecting individuals from being penalized for their political beliefs is a theme that runs through these clips. It's a matter that continues to resonate with many Americans, and it raises very important questions about the balance between financial institutions and political ideologies. Now, as we dive deeper into this complex issue, it's essential to recognize that Jamie Dimon's comments have ignited a fierce debate. Supporters of Trump find vindication in his words, while critics question Dimon's motives and the broader implications of his statement. The endorsement of Trump's policies, particularly in the areas like immigration and NATO, challenges the narrative that have dominated media coverage for years. It suggests that there may be more common ground in American politics than we often acknowledge. Vivek's presence in the political arena adds another intriguing layer to the discussion. As a newcomer, he has the potential to disrupt established norms and bring fresh perspectives to the table. Trump's call for protections against debanking based on political beliefs underscores the enduring relevance of the issue. It highlights the ongoing concerns about the influence of financial institutions in shaping the political discourse. In Jamie Dimon's candid interview at the World Economic Forum on CNBC, it certainly has sent shockwaves through the political and financial worlds. His praise of Trump's policies and defense of the MAGA movement challenge the status quo and demand a closer look at the nuances of American politics. Vivek's emergence as a player in Trump's policy agenda adds complexity to the narrative, while Trump's emphasis on protecting political beliefs resonates with many Americans. Now, before we move on, if you found value in this report, tap subscribe. My final thought is next. Now, Jamie Dimon's candid interview offers a glimpse of hope into our polarized political landscape. His endorsement of critical aspects of Trump's policies is a testament to the need for unity and objective analysis in American politics. Now, Donald Trump, whether you love him or loathe him, made an undeniable impact during his presidency, and Dimon's acknowledgement underscores the importance of recognizing when leaders get things right, regardless of party lines. As our nation grapples with economic uncertainty and political division, it's crucial to reevaluate policies based on their merits, not their origins. Trump's America First approach may have been controversial to some, but it resonated with millions of Americans. And Dimon's words challenge us to set aside our biases and consider the potential benefits of policies that weren't wrong. In these turbulent times, unity and open dialogue are the pathways to a stronger America. So stay tuned to the Next News Network for more thought-provoking coverage, and remember, we have the power to come together and shape our nation's future.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.